Are you gonna tell me where you went? All the messages I sent with no reply. It's like that. You're just gonna walk into my room.
Good morning.
Hey kiddo, do you think you'll find out if you made the team today?
Maybe, but if I didn't, then I'm sorry.
The effort is what matters. That's why participation trophies exist.
Marcus, you know how I feel about participation trophies. They're for people who need a pat on the back to feel good about themselves.
But I love participation trophies.
Don't listen to your mother, Jules. In high school, she was always at the top with everything. Yearbook club, debate club, photography club, softball, tennis, volleyball. You name it, she was great at it. So of course she doesn't understand having an issue with confidence. She was always arrogant and loudmouthed.
Oh, you shut up over there.
I think everyone has reasons to feel insecure. Just not everyone can hide it.
You're very right, Jules. Now, you two better get going. The last thing we need is you being late on the second day of your freshman year.
Come follow me to a secret place where only the moon can see. Beyond the shores, there is something more, just waiting for you and me. I see that you're yearning for something more. I feel the waves around me shaking me to my core. I can give to you everything you need. We can live on the water. There's something right about tonight. I come alive inside your eyes.
Ugh, stupid thing. I know I put in the right combination.
You might need to give it 2 banks or a kick, right at the moment you put in the last number. The lockers here are kinda crappy.
The school districts dump all their students on this school and don't bother to provide the needed funding to make it a suitable place for so many students. The school system is truly corrupt.
If there's such a problem with the system, why not do something about it?
Becoming a lawyer is a far-off dream. Joining the debate team is what I need to focus on.
Really? I thought you were aiming for the cheer team.
If I'm lucky, I'll get rejected. I hardly put in any effort anyways. Soccer is more my style.
Then why even bother to go to tryouts?
Phoebe wanted me to. She enjoyed it, but I just made a fool of myself.
You won't know for sure until coach announces it today.
You don't strike me as the type of person to join the football team.
And why not?
You seem like you're aiming more for the sad boy cliche.
Phoebe, you're so funny.
I mean, did you see him? He definitely still has feelings for me.
You always were good at knowing what boys thought. I wish I could do that.
Boys are easy to figure out, but men are much more difficult.
Phoebe, do you mind? I'd appreciate it if you had your groupies disperse.
Don't mind her, girls. She thinks she's funny.
What, are crowds not your thing?
Not when the crowd consists of uneducated screechers with nothing important to discuss.
Then why are you trying out for the debate team?
Because the debate team just brings me one step closer to making a difference in the world.
No one can actually make a difference, Courtney.
Even you know that's not true.
Mr. Brown, you need to sign these and bring them over to communications ASAP.
Call me Mark, please.
Oh, well, Mark, I think you have a lot of paperwork to do.
Huh, Well, I like to think this won't be enough to warrant an all-nighter.
In that case, I can stay late if you need me to. I don't do much anyways.
If it weren't for my son, I wouldn't consider it at all, trust me. I'm the last person to dump my work on someone else. But the fact is, his mother's been aiming for a big promotion, and she hasn't had much time for him. I'm trying to make sure we're still in the loop with what's going on in his life.
Oh, so you're married?
Well, his mother and I co-parent. Our son is the priority after all.
I can understand that. Taking that under advisement, why don't you take the rest of the day off?
What? That is absurd. Jules doesn't get out of school for at least another 3 hours, and I can still get plenty of this paperwork done by then.
My father never wanted to step away from work to make time for his family. Any man who cares in the way you do should be able to be with his family and provide for them.
Unfortunately, we don't happen to live in an ideal world. Thus, a man's gotta work.
Fine then. I can take over for you in approximately 3 hours. Does that work better for you?
So long as you insist.
This job is boring in my position. There's hardly ever a tragedy that doesn't include lattes from the cafe down the road. Doing your work for you would give me something to do.
In that case, you could come sit with me. You may learn a thing or two about the field.
Yeah, I'd like that. Thanks.
Alright everyone, go ahead. This will be your partners for all upcoming projects and exercises we'll be doing for homeroom and everything in between.
Geez, if I had known this would be a year-long commitment, I would have thought it over for a moment or two.
Sorry. You don't have to work with me if you really don't want to.
No need to be so mopey, it's fine. At least you aren't one of those partners that hardly does the work.
Yeah, but whatever it is, we can pitch in together.
All homeroom classes will be selling cookies to help raise money for the school, which, if some of you hadn't noticed, isn't doing too well.
But why do homeroom classes have to do that? Isn't that what clubs do?
Phoebe, raise your hand before you speak.
Oh, right. Sorry.
But, to answer your question, the school is in major need of new funding. The school board won't budge, so we will have to pitch in collectively for the sake of our school.
Will there be an award for selling the most?
Phoebe, it's meant to be for the good of the school.
I know the concept of material reward is all most of you may care about, but your assignment will be to sell as many jars as you can. If you sell at least 50, you'll get 100 for extra credit. Oh, right. I forgot about study hall today. Be sure you watch the time and get back here before class starts.
Well, hey there, I know you. What's your plan for study hall?
Oh, I was just going to practice my speech. Tryouts for the debate club are happening today.
Well, it looks like someone has an admirer.
You mean Riven? What makes you say that?
He was just looking at you.
Seriously? The boy glanced at me for more than a split second and automatically he's in love with me?
Listen, if there's anything I know about, it's boys.
You can't have feelings for someone you hardly know, Phoebe.
Well, of course you can. When I met Jonah, I only knew him for a day before we became official. Granted, it only lasted a week, but that's besides the point. It's that some connections are immediate.
Let me guess. You were one of those people in middle school that had a new crush every other week.
I just have a lot of experience under my belt. If anyone would know about love, it would be yours truly.
Right.
Have you ever even had a relationship before?
The only person I kiss is my mother. I value the experiences I have in my life, so I prefer not to go gallivanting all around Kingdom Come without a care in the world.
Now that is the mindset of an uptight girl. If you're going to make it through high school, you're going to have to loosen up a little. Oh crap, look at the time. They're about to announce tryout results.
If I'm lucky, I'm about to be rejected harshly.
Okay, everyone, line up. Girls, when I call your names, go to the left. Boys, you go to the right.
I'm so excited, I think I'm shaking.
I can just feel the anxiety excreting from your body. What gives?
My dad's really hoping I made the team. He's gonna be so disappointed.
Oh, come on. Lighten up. It's football, not the end of the world.
Hey!
I know it seems like I planned this, but I swear I didn't.
Really? So you just keep happening to bump into me all over school grounds?
Hey, this is your fault just as much as it's mine.
Look at her. What a loser.
Well, aren't they creative?
Just leave me alone, Drake.
Oh, so you do know my name. Well, consider me honored.
Look, if that's the premise of your conversation topics, I'd much rather brood in peace. Thanks.
I'm so sorry, Courtney. I can't believe you didn't make the cut.
You were great though. If you hadn't made the team, I would have been shocked. You're very enthusiastic.
Aw, thanks. It sucks that you didn't make the team. You had such potential.
Yeah.
What's wrong?
Nothing. I just need to get going. Otherwise, I'll miss the tryouts for the debate team.
You'd have better luck trying out for the cheer squad again. I heard they're picking 2 girls to be emergency fill-ins. Why not stick around for the announcement?
No thanks. Besides, I really don't think it will be me.
Nonsense, you did awesome.
Right. Well, I have to get going. I'll see you later.
You okay, buddy? You look a little catatonic.
I can't believe it.
You made the team! Congrats, dude!
My dad will be so happy.
Forget how your dad feels. How do you feel?
I mean, I personally don't think I'm the type of person to be on the football team.
You're basing your self-image on stereotypes? Oh, please. You know better than that.
I guess I'll know how I feel at practice then.
Well, did you enjoy the tryout session?
Strangely, yeah, I did.
Then that means you like football. Congratulations, you are officially a high school student.
Yeah, I am.
The way your body syncopates, you're driving me crazy.
Your assignment is to formulate an argument in favor of the death penalty in 3 minutes. You may begin whenever you're ready.
The death penalty has been around since the beginning of lawful civilization. In the beginning, death was the penalty for every crime. Our justice system has come a long way since then, but the death penalty has remained. It is an extreme sentence to say the least, but it's not issued lightly. Murder is considered the worst crime a human being can commit, so why should an inmate be expected to live out the same punishment as a serial killer would? Yes, each individual has a unique amount of years to serve, but tell me, why should someone charged with tax fraud be expected to eat in the same cafeteria as a mass murderer? The problems would not end there. The death penalty is not only issued to murders, but criminals committed for espionage and treason, meaning that when someone betrays our country, they could be sentenced to death. Most may wonder why that would be, but to understand, you need to have perspective. When our country is exposed to our enemies, it puts everyone at risk. Every single citizen of our country is vulnerable when our country is exposed, so there must be proper punishment for when unspeakable crimes are committed in our land.
Time's up, Courtney. You did great. Thank you for your time. I'll see you here tomorrow, same time.
Oh, okay. Yes!
Hey, champ. How'd you do at tryouts?
I made the team.
You did? That's great. Just wait until your mother hears. I am so proud of you. Go ahead and get in the car. I have to take this. Hello?
Hi, Mark. I hate to bother you, but everyone at the office seems to have worked themselves into a tizzy.
What happened?
We were supposed to beg this client, but the office was a mess and the guy didn't stick around longer than 5 minutes. After that, everything started falling apart.
I never should have left early. Don't worry. I'll be there as soon as I take my son home.
Are you sure?
Positive. When this happens, the office doesn't close down until after midnight. If I come in, I'll be doing everyone a favor.
You are all incompetent. This client was our saving grace. Winning him over could have altered the entire course of this corporation. We were all supposed to come together as a team. I cannot be expected to carry this entire corporate team on my aching back.
Sir, we've been through this all before. It always seems like each deal that falls through will be the end of the world. But sooner or later, another great opportunity comes along, and you forget all about the last one.
You don't understand, Brown. We lost a partnership with a publishing company.
The world is much bigger than us. Something good will come along. You wait and see.
He seems to listen to you more. He talks to everyone else like they are beneath him. Well, we all technically are, but you at least get treated like a human being.
I was here through the toughest patch. There was a time the office almost shut down and he had to let everyone go. I am the only one that worked without pay.
Why on earth would you work here without pay?
Without anyone working, the shutdown was inevitable. In order for anything to be successful, people have to be willing to take a risk.
Good point. Well, I think I'm going to take this opportunity to slip out unnoticed. Are you coming?
It's pretty cold outside. I'll buy you a cup of coffee. What do you say?
Hey, you'll never hear me say no to a free cup of coffee. Thanks for walking me home.
It's no problem. I had fun tonight.
Me too. You're a good man, Mark.
There's no need to make me sound like a saint, Cassandra. I've only done what any decent man would.
That's not true. You've already done more for me than my own brother has.
Well, you know how brothers can be.
Maybe, but what I'm trying to say is, you deserve everything you have, and more.
I'm married.
Oh my god. I'm such an idiot. I have to go.